Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex, and I got some news updates for you from around the land of smiles. It's Friday, August 29th. Now, before we dive into it, please remember to subscribe to the Thaiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. All right. Today, we'll be talking about the long-awaited Judgment Day being faced by the suspended Prime Minister. An update on the investigation into alleged police tampering in the handling of the Red Bull Air's hit-and-run case. And a little later, it is Friday, I got some classic farangs behaving badly, and some feel-good news for your Friday morning enjoyment. All right, before we dive into it, quick word about our sponsor, and that's the one, the only, the Fazwaz. You guys know them, you guys love them. If you're looking to buy, rent, or sell property here in the land of smiles, you got to go to their award-winning staff, and they'll hold your hand through the complicated processes and make sure you get the best deal you can when whatever side of the sale you are on. So thank you, Fazwaz, for sponsoring the show. All right, not the only hawk. Comedy shows, baby. KK, zing, zing. I want to give a shout out to all of the people that have been coming out to the shows, watching this show. Particularly, I think it was Chad and Kin and Morgan, or as he became known later on, Oregon. Gross. Anyways, we had a great show last night with nothing but killers, and we got another one tomorrow night. That's Saturday night at 420, The Loft. So it's a lovely little lounge up the stairs across the street from the M-Sphere exit on Soy 22, I believe. Give it a go. It's minimum drink entry, and then you can come in and enjoy some laughs with us on a Saturday night. Not the only announcement. Bam! Pattaya. We're coming back, baby. And this time we're coming with a heavy hitter. Got the promo for me? There he is. Paul Morrissey. A fantastic comedian. He's made appearances on the late night comedy shows. He's been on Letterman. He's been on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson back in the day. Now he's the co-host of a podcast with Tom Papa, which is part of Bill Burr's podcast network. So this guy is a very heavy hitter. He's just coming off of his tour Ice Cream versus Everything, and he'll be coming and performing with us on Saturday, September 27th, our headliner for our next edition of Pattaya Night Live. So tickets are not up yet. They will be up later today. You'll find them on Megatix, Pattaya Night Live. And then you'll be able to get your early bird tickets, which will be available for a few days before we head to advance. You can save a few $100 on that. All right. That'll do it. Thank you for the promos, guys. We are now diving into the news. All right. Today's a big day of judgment for the only, Pattaya Chuwit. The suspended Prime Minister will not be attending court and will instead monitor the situation from the government house. Oof, I wonder what that signals. Suspended Prime Minister Pattaya Chuwit has decided not to appear in person at the Constitutional Court's upcoming decision regarding her leaked phone call with Cambodian leader Hun Sen. Instead, she plans to follow the ruling from the safety of government house. The court is set to issue its verdict soon, and political tensions remain high. Pattay's absence further fuels speculation about her legal and political strategy. Ooh, yeah. I mean, usually you'd want to be up there front and center unless you're maybe expecting some bad news, and then you get some nice, lovely, terrible press photo ops out of that, so maybe that's a signal. We don't know yet. The verdict is coming a little bit later today, so we will try to give you some breaking news, but that'll be on social media, like on Instagram and TikTok. So if you're watching here on YouTube, maybe try to follow us over there, and we can give you more live updates as these things develop. But for now, she's hunkering down, maybe hiding out a little bit, and waiting to hear the news just like all of us are. All right, let's move on. Not the only high-profile politician in hot water today. And this one's a little more dear to my heart because, this guy kind of, he's pissed me off a couple of times, I got to tell you, policy-wise and protest-wise. But let's dive into it. Chuwit, who is a controversial figure in Thai politics, has been sentenced for defamation, but has been freed pending appeal. That's right, former MP Chuwit received an 8-month prison sentence from the Bangkok South Criminal Court after being convicted of defamation for a YouTube rant targeting former police official Santana Prayunrat. Originally handed a 12-month jail term, the sentence was later reduced to 8 months, and he has been granted bail while appealing the verdict. The case brings to light more ongoing legal friction involving outspoken public figures. Opponents warn the verdict may influence his political future. Wasn't Chuwit dying? Didn't he have health problems or something like that? Yeah. he had cancer or something like that. Did he beat it? I don't know. Look, best of luck. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of news on that front, but Chuwit, let me just tell you a little bit about this guy. He goes out there, he protests. Very popular figure amongst some Thais, very unpopular amongst others, and I have to say particularly amongst the cannabis community, which has been, Thaiger has been friends with for a long time. He used to organize protests outside of our clients after we would give them a boost of attention. They would be like, you know what? No, we're going out and we're going to shut this all down. So, not cool, Chuwit. But, these allegations of defamation, obviously these things are taken very seriously in Thailand. Chuwit has been very outspoken about he wears his heart on his sleeve, for better or for worse. So, curious to see, of course, powerful, influential figure. Jail sentences already reduced. He's out on bail pending appeal. We'll see if anything happens. But it is funny how these court cases play out in the political theater that exists here in Thailand, particularly amongst its high-so patrons, who are always in a constant struggle for power, it appears. Anyways, interesting stuff. Not the last court case thing we're dealing with today, guys. Sorry. A lot of courtroom drama today. And this is like one of the big stories of the past, 15 years or something like that. The Red Bull heir, right? So the heir to the Red Bull fortune was involved in a hit and run case several years ago and has since evaded justice. But right now, the acquittal of an ex-police chief to be challenged over this case. So, prosecutors are preparing to contest the acquittal of a former police chief and 5 others in relation to alleged evidence tampering in the fatal hit-and-run case involving Red Bull heir Vodayuth, a.k.a. Boss. The move comes amid renewed public scrutiny of how high-profile individuals receive legal treatment. The reopening symbolizes the state's determination to tackle perceived impunity. Observers expect the appeal to revive intense media and political debate. So, okay, here's the allegations, right? Like, this is the hit-and-run case. The man, he literally hit and ran. He bounced out of the country. He has not come back to Thailand. A lot of allegations that police were involved with evidence tampering on his behalf because of the incredible amount of influence that the Red Bull family wields here in Thai politics. These are all allegations, I have to say, of course. But now the prosecutors are maybe going to overturn the acquittal of these men and reinvestigate what these allegations are and what they can mean. I don't know. Like, to me, this seems like it's just like a response from public outrage. And this is something that's interesting about authorities in Thailand is like, these cases seem to be going on for a while. Like we just talked about it with Chuwit. Obviously, Paetong Tan has her judgment day coming up. This particular case, the Red Bull heir, has been in the ether, in the collective psyche for many, many years. And then I guess, are these acts symbolic? Are they actually going to lead to anything? That's a big question. But in terms of distraction politics, it's it's a good way to say like, hey, look, we're doing something about it, and then maybe never doing anything about it. But time will tell on that, and we'll try to keep you updated as we get more. Danny Mitchell says, "Come on now, there's no police corruption in Thailand." That's what I said, Danny. That's exactly what I said. All right, so let's move on, shall we, before I get arrested? Nice. Okay, we're off to the border. So I got a weird story first. So I'm breaking up the stuff. I got a shitty story. So, yeah, you'll see what it means in just a second. Followed by an actual shitty story, a sad story. But let's dive into the weird one first. A social media star's sewage stunt on the friction-marked border. What is... Somebody's raising a stink over there. Okay, sorry. Online personality Gun Touch, a.k.a. Gun Jompang, pulled off a bizarre publicity stunt by staging a mock sewage scenario at a heightened border zone. The stunt came at a time when tensions are already simmering in the area. While its intent seems to mock or spotlight border issues, it also drew criticism for trivializing serious regional friction. The act has reignited conversations around creators pushing boundaries for engagement. Poo-poo on this. I really don't know what to say. This is such a weird... patriotism makes people do weird things, man, I gotta say. And obviously... for both sides, for Cambodia and for Thailand, the nationalism is reaching a fever pitch, and so it can make people think that things like this are a good idea. I don't know. Let me ask the Thai people in the room. Thai audience, what do we think, Tan? Is this funny or is this just don't do it? Don't do it. Okay, yeah. Where are you getting these septic tanks from? Or sewage? This is pretty gross. But you know, I guess there's like symbolism. I don't know, maybe it's too artsy for me to get. But yeah, influencers and seeking attention. Look at, like, hey, I understand that, I got to tell you, but unfortunately, I don't have a whole bunch of sewage trucks at my disposal. Maybe I should look into it. Just paint the Thaiger logo across the side. Anyways, hopefully that doesn't turn into an even shittier situation. Okay, I'm sorry. I've made the same joke like 3 times now. Moving on, let's get out of the muck and into a viral story that's a bit heartbreaking, and hopefully a resolution will be coming soon. So a top-scoring teen is facing deportation despite his Thai upbringing. So a 13-year-old Thai-raised student who's of Cambodian descent, known for his impeccable academic performance, is facing deportation after being detained for possessing no documentation, even though his entire life has been spent in Thailand. The heartrending situation has sparked concern and discussion about the rigidity of immigration rules and the plight of stateless or undocumented children. Advocates are pushing for compassionate reconsideration of his case. The episode highlights broader systemic gaps affecting vulnerable youth. This is devastating. Look, this is a big issue, obviously. We've seen this happen in America a lot, particularly with the escalation of ICE activities where people have lived in America for their entire lives. Some of them are even like, you know, the anchor babies or whatever. The parents had the baby there. You have birthright citizenship over there. That is not the case here in Thailand. So, yeah, over here it's de jure, not de facto. I can't remember the legal terms. But in any case, it's pulling on the heartstrings, right? These people, this is the only world they know, and they need to deport them to a world that they're completely unfamiliar with. Feels cruel, feels bad. At the same time, of course, immigration laws should be respected, but I think it's hard to deny the human element of wanting to improve your situation in the world and trying to do so in a peaceful way. This poor kid, 13 years old too, hopefully the immigration will have some compassion, be able to find a way for him to get a path to citizenship. But we'll see. Anyways, Ed says, whatever happened to compassion? I agree with you completely, Ed. I think it would be very nice if they could come together and just make it happen for him. That's what I'd like to say. I'll keep you posted on that because it is going super viral. And, you know, when Thailand cares about virality. So if it's getting a lot of attention, then maybe something will be done about it. So that's why I'm here trying to do my part. All right. I got a farangs behaving badly.
LPH is a racial slur.
I actually don't know where this guy's from. People are going to get mad at me in the comments for not naming and shaming. But look, he is foreign. He's not from Thailand. A foreign suspect was arrested for motorbike theft on Walking Street. Tisk, tisk. A foreign man was apprehended yesterday after allegedly stealing a motorbike on Pattaya's notorious Walking Street. With assistance from vigilant motorcycle taxi drivers and police. Vigilant or vigilante, who knows? Eyewitnesses said the individual seemed to be under the influence when he committed the theft. Like, everybody's like, hey, we can see you doing that. The suspect was taken into custody at Pattaya City Police Station as authorities continue to verify his identity and nationality. The incident underscores the importance of community vigilance in tourist zones. Good on you, vigilant taxi drivers, or vigilante ones, I should say, for stepping in and stopping the theft. What are people thinking, man? Walking Street, very fun place, sometimes brings out the worst in people, and I guess you're just under the influence and think, hey, why not? I'll just take it. My question is, like, were the keys left in, right? Like, sometimes in Thailand, people get very used to the safety of the situation, leave their keys in the bike. Or did he just, like, grab it and try to, like, walk away with it? I'm not clear exactly what went down. But, yeah, I think, they caught him. We don't know the nationality yet. Of course, I'm sure I'll see speculation in the comments. But be cool, guys. Be cool. In any case, they did catch him. the menaces off the streets. And well, I'm wondering what kind of punishment he'll face. But yeah, watch out for your bikes. Apparently, everybody. All right. Quick break from Fazwaz before we get into feel good news. Shall we do that? 1 second, guys. Thank you, Fazwaz, for sponsoring the show as usual. Of course, guys, they'll help you find your new home fast. Hey. All right, and some feel good news.
Feels good, man.
All right. Two feel good stories for your Feel Good Friday, everybody. First one is, if you're a frequent traveler to Thailand, we got some good news. Thai Airways is accelerating its large-scale Airbus fleet expansion. Bye-bye, Boeing. Thai Airways has fast-tracked its fleet expansion by confirming delivery of 2 Airbus A321neo planes in the winter of 2026, with an additional 15 to follow within the same year. This aggressive acquisition plan is aimed at meeting rising demand across short and medium-haul routes in Asia. The move signals the airline's ambition to strengthen regional connectivity and modernize its fleet. It reflects broader efforts to stay competitive in a booming aviation market. Yeah, good thing for Airbus, too. I feel like I actually have friends that will refuse certain flight routes because they're Boeing-operated ones. So it's so weird to me because I don't think, in my entire life growing up, you never really considered, all right, is it Boeing, is it Airbus? I don't really care. I just want to get the cheapest ticket from point A to point B. It's a real consideration these days. Boeing has been in the news for all sorts of bad reasons, and now Airbus... that's their advantage now. So, Vive la France. Seems like they'll be picking up a lot of the contracts that might have been going Boeing's way, including this one with Thai Airways. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Do you care? I still don't really care. I'm going to knock on wood and hope that I don't go down on the next Boeing I jump on. But yeah, it is. It's becoming a consideration for more and more people. That's for sure. All right. Yeah. All right. Our last story, guys, before I dive into the comments, is about Pattaya cleaning up its image. But what kind of way? They're always talking about it, right? Well, they've kicked off Phase 2 of the Canal cleanup to boost eco-tourism in the beautiful seaside city. On August 27th, just a couple of days ago, Pattaya City launched the second phase of a canal conservation initiative targeting the Nukyang and Nakloa waterways. The campaign aims to curb pollution and prevent urban sprawl, transforming the canals into sustainable ecotourism destinations. Local authorities are actively enlisting community support to safeguard the water bodies, and the project underscores Pattaya's commitment to preserving its environment while diversifying tourism options. Did I pronounce it right finally? Can you all stop yelling at me in the comments? Sorry. And can you also see how unnatural it sounds coming out of a white boy's mouth like that? Look, whatever. Congratulations to Pattaya for putting this project into play and trying to clean it up and make the city a little bit more beautiful. Because it is beautiful. I love ecotourism should definitely be more of an emphasized aspect of tourism to Thailand, and it's efforts like this that should be celebrated and lauded. Congratulations down there. All right, cool. All right, let me wrap up the show, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us on this Friday edition of GMT. Good Morning Thailand. We will be back again next Monday. I will be back. Jay's still on holiday, so you still got to suffer through solo Alex, but hopefully it's not too bad. In the meantime, you can go to thetiger.com to get more news updates throughout the day. We got all sorts of articles you wouldn't see here on the main channel. And also, you can head to ASEANnow.com, which is Thailand's largest expat forum, to keep the conversation going. Yeah, like, subscribe, maybe become a member, just like Damian Jesser, Mojo, who we got, was Danny Fan in the house, and my mom. Shout out, Mom. Again, happy weekend, Mom. Looking forward to seeing you in about a month. You guys can get all sorts of benefits like seeing the live show after it's been live rather than just the edited version. And yeah, don't forget this is a live show. You can join us every weekday at 9:30 a.m. and be a part of the conversation like we have everybody in the chat right now that I'm about to go talk to. Plug's done. Oh yeah, Pattaya Night Live. Go to a comedy show. Blah, blah, blah. I'll see you all on Monday. For now, I'll see the live viewers presently.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thetiger.com and join the conversation.